After racing XTERRA Oak Mountain and having a race that went down not quite the way I wanted it to go down, I had high goals for myself, which were achievable, but I didn't put in the proper preparatory work and had been racing quite a bit over the past couple weekends, and I was tired, overtrained, and dehydrated, and amongst a bunch of other things. But I instantly reflected after the race on all the stuff that I needed to change to make it happen. But I still felt like I needed to get away, to escape, to clear my head, and to rejuvenate. And so I decided to go out to what we call the old house, and it's basically the house that was built well over 100 years ago, and my grandfather and grandmother raised 6 kids in this house, right across the road from a house that my great-grandfather built. And it's all on land that's been in our family for generations and generations, stemming all the way back to the 1800s. And this house has some fond memories in it, not only for my dad, but also for us as kids, as we've traveled out to this house many times over the years and hunted the land and fished the land and camped on the land. So it has what I consider the ability to kind of help clear my mind, because it's way out in the middle of nowhere, smack dab in the middle of the Talladega National Forest. And as you can see on this dirt road, you're traveling quite a ways to get to it. And my brother and I have recently had the opportunity to rejuvenate this house, and him and his better half Amy have been just pouring blood and sweat into this place and rejuvenating it. And so I think it has what I consider healing powers to rejuvenate you, because the house is being rejuvenated, and so that kind of has that ability to do that to you. And so I wanted to come out and find some rest and rejuvenation out in this house. So the day after the race, I came out to this beautiful land that's been in our family for those many generations. And so I implore you that if you have a bad race, or you get a disappointing result, or you're going through some injuries, or you're having a training block that isn't quite giving you the results that you're looking for, take a step back. Just take a step back, find your peaceful place that you can rest and rejuvenate and clear your mind and reset, and do that. Find that peaceful place. And it doesn't have to be an old house out in the middle of nowhere like what we have here. And I don't have access to this house on a regular basis because I live so far away. But it doesn't have to be that. It can be whatever that you find peaceful, whatever that you find restful, whatever that you find that rejuvenates you. Take a step back sometimes and do that and find that. For me, for this weekend, it was going out to the old house. And my dad had told us the story and passed it on to my brother, who passed it on to me, that there's this specific chair that we have at the old house. And my grandfather, who I never had an opportunity to meet because he passed before I was born, used to sit in this very chair on this very front porch and kick his feet up onto the railing of this porch. And that was his daily routine, to kick back on the front porch in his chair. And that was his rest and relaxation after putting in a hard day's work. And so I felt the need to reenact that and see if it had the same effect for me. So find your peaceful place and do your rest and rejuvenation.